Bang, bang, bang,
Bang.
bang, bang, bang.
This is why NFL will always be king. Free agency, league tampering,
Why?
big trades, big signings, and he ain't finished yet. It just started.
It
He
just
ain't
start.
finished yet. It just started.
In big things are happening already. Big things are happening
So,
already. I got no more Russell Wilson of the NFC West. No more Russell Wilson of the NFC West. I can deal with that. I could work with that. And Rogers
imagine,
pull a
imagine,
streak.
imagine the AFC. No, imagine the AFC West got three of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. You can see right now. Herbert, Mahomes, and Goff. And you go put Carr. Carr is probably top 11, top 12, not put maybe exactly top 10, maybe in the top 10 position. But when you got Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Russell Wilson, right now those are probably what the three top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. So you
Even if
got that in that division,
even if he in a top 10 quarterback, that league, that
right?
division out there
That
alone,
division, that's gonna be a tough division this year.
got some top tier
Ain't a
quarterbacks out there.
walkover. The
Right.
Broncos won't be a walkover this year. I'm gonna guarantee that.
But I don't think they will walk over last year. They just lose some tight games because they may have had that
The
quarterback.
quarterback here.
But the defense tight. That team, I mean, they give up no offense, but
Ah, give up no offense when you got them other guys over there.
we
Keep
see.
pounding Panthers is here.
Yo, yo.
And Rogers pull a slick one on everybody. Resign 200 mil over 4 years.
You think Aaron Rodgers he like money? You
Devontae,
think he like money?
Devontae Adams franchise tag back, so they want to try and run it back, but you spend all that money again. What about the rest of the team? What about the rest of the team? You know
We'll
what?
see. I
What about
mean,
the rest of the team? I
I think
know.
I think Rodgers was being a little bit too selfish. 'Cause he could have at least, if you wanted to try to help the team, at least try to take a pay cut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Give him a discount. You know what I mean? A veteran discount or something like that, so that you could actually give Devontae Adams some money. You know what I mean? And bring him some more wide receivers.
I still think he got animosity on that team. And I think he doing. I think he just trying to get the most out of it that he can right now. He ain't give a shit what anybody else. That's my feeling to him.
So that's what he should be doing. But
I mean, I here looking at my team thing to see where we gonna jump into this free because you got a man like J.C. Jackson. He ain't got no franchise tag in the deadline gone. Chandler Jones ain't got no franchise tag in the deadline gone. So I would like for us to go after J.C. Jackson right now. Right fucking now.
that would solidify your secondary.
That would give us, to me right now. I would love for us to jump in the fray and go get J.C. Jackson and the Honey Badger. Cause we need safety and a corner. And after that, I think we good to go. We gonna see. 'Cause I don't think Honey Badger's a free agent. Right? I think you have posted that the other
Your
day.
honey badgers are free agent here.
Yeah.
Yeah, be there then what you call it? Cause they said they won't be bringing him back. So I think that they release him as well.
So all right, we'll see. All right. So any comments from the sub?
A lot of rumors, no facts. That's all I can say for no.
Well,
Especially
there's a rumor saying that the Eagles sent a what you call it? Sent
A trade offer?
no an investigator down to Houston to see what's going on with Deshaun Watson. So,
Where you see that?
huh?
Where you see that?
I heard on the radio today.
Eagles
not
radio.
private.
Nah, 97.5 the Fanatic Philadelphia radio. Yeah, they said they're sending an
What
investigator, a
what
private investigator down there to check on see
I
what's going
must
on
have
with Deshaun
find
Watson.
I must have find that report on Craigslist. All we know is that it's gonna be a very active next week, and then bam, free agency starts.
Yep.
Because you could negotiate with persons from the 10th, I think. Free agency starts the 14th or the 16th. Which day it is?
To the 16.
I think it's
So
the 16.
I think it is usually you could usually do stuff from like the 5th, from the 4 days before. So now we got the rumors. We made those two big trades today, and there's a few other stuff that went under the radar that got big implications too. Because I was looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars actually franchise tag Cam Robinson.
Okay.
By franchise tagging Cam Robinson, they got the right tackle and left tackle set.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that mean about Evan Neal going number one? Are they gonna pass up on Evan Neal, or are they gonna go Thibodeau or Eden Hutchinson, or force the way out of a trade for somebody to come up? So with all the stuff that going on with the quarterbacks, that's actually a significant um, deal because Parsons expected them to let him test the free agency so that they can so that they could draft Evan Neal. But without them by doing that, I think the 60 million the left tackle cap hit is, and having him and your right tackle there, and you got most of your lines set. Are they? If you draft Evan Neal, you ain't drafting him to play guard or center. You're drafting him to be a
And play
tackle,
tackle. Yeah.
right? So are the Jaguars just franchise tagging Cam Robinson to trade him? Are they actually franchise tagging him to actually hold him? Now, what happens to the number one pick? Are you gonna trade it or are you gonna go defense? So, see, it was last with all the Russell Wilson news, but that's a big thing for teams that trying to rebuild. That number one pick actually can open up now for somebody that wants Evan Neal or the other guy
Thibodeau.
from
Yeah.
North Carolina State, Ikenwu,
Mm-hmm.
because Jacksonville's target was to be a tackle. Now, if they bring him back Cam Robinson, are they gonna pair Kyle Allen? Are they gonna play Josh Allen with Thibodeau or Aiden Hutchinson? Does it make sense to do that, or Kyle Hamilton the safety, or let's trade down to number three or four or something, and get some more picks because they got loaded cap space and picks because they're a rebuilding team. So I think going forward too, everyone has to keep an eye on that. Will they trade Cam Robinson? Cause he on the franchise tag, or will they keep him? And then that opens up a heap of draft storylines too. So I think that was a big shocker to a lot of persons. But it kind of got lost with all the quarterback news today. I think going to what KG said as well, the quarterback market about to heat up because I think persons are waiting on these two to get away. As I was telling Shane, Washington offered three first-round picks for Russell
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah, I see that.
Then I just saw a report on the Panthers thing that they inquired about Russell and was going to give up two first round picks, but it just wasn't as strong as Denver's one. So I think there's a lot, I don't want to say desperate teams, but there's a lot of active teams looking for quarterbacks. But that goes to show you, too, that no one really got confidence in these quarterbacks in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have thing. But Denver pulled the trigger to go all in with Russell. I think other teams gonna see. I think somebody's gonna give Houston a shitload of value for Deshaun Watson. Somebody's gonna dig barring that he's able to play. Somebody's gonna open the bank for
Yeah, he gonna
Deshaun
get.
Watson.
They're gonna get some good draft value. Probably two first round
Yeah,
pick, couple seconds, and a few players.
somebody's gonna dig, and then in that case, if he does go, Then you expect Garoppolo to go. Then you kind of expect Wentz to go. And then everyone's talking about Trubisky. They said Trubisky may be going to the Giants to play under Dable because he just played under Dable in Buffalo.
Right.
Mhm.
So Dable may want to have him there rather than what's his name?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. So they probably see more upside in Trubisky than Daniel Jones. So I expect a lot of movement to go with the quarterbacks. I know from my perspective with Carolina, I think we cleared about 17 million in cap space over the last 3 days. We didn't franchise tag Hassan Reddick. He's gonna test the market. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Gilmore's coming back either. I'm shocked that we didn't. We're gonna leave the Dante Jackson walk as well. We may still get a long-term deal with him, but we didn't franchise tag anyone, so I'm kind of anxious, but still kind of skeptical on what the Panthers will do. But I do expect a lot of activity to go in the free agency. But you still got teams that tight on the cap too. So Parsons gonna get phased out with their team because remember somebody like the Cowboys, they want to get Gallup and Cedric Wilson back, but I guarantee they won't get two of them back anyhow
Right.
because the cap is so high. So a lot of person like the Saints still got to walk cap. Even the Packers made that move, but that doesn't mean that the cap is they still got to find out how they're gonna get around the cap because the cap is still they were still over the cap. So tagging Devontae Adams, that's about what I think about 16 million.
16 mil about there.
You tag Devontae and you gain Aaron Rodgers 4 years, 200 million. As she see the rest of the team, you gonna have to make some costly
That's what I was saying. What happened?
decisions.
What happened to the rest of the team?
That's where they got to look at
That's what they gotta figure
how
it
the
out.
draft, what kind of low value deals they can make, and I still got to do my thing on the Packers. So I'm gonna look at that as well. But it's interesting that we reached right after the combine, and then bam, the two quarterbacks went off the board. Makes you wonder what's gonna happen tomorrow. You're gonna hear some more news tomorrow, or something else. You're kind of anxious now because we know this is one of the most anxious times for us when it comes to football
Mm-hmm.
because things changing. We don't know who going where. Next week, free agency officially starts. This week, you hear all the rumors and you get some trades, and we sign. So there's a lot to look at, but I know from our team perspectives, you got one team that just made the playoffs and can be built to win. You got another team that exceeded expectations and got a lot of cap in picks. And you got another team that don't know who them starting quarterback will be. So it's three different directions you got. Okay, it's like a freeway. Okay, the freeway got a million turnoffs.
Well, they got quarterbacks by up choosing out there now, eh? So I don't know.
Yeah, but knowing that front office, they gonna pick the wrong quarterback again. It had a source. They had something going out there. Tepper's a Pittsburgh guy, so he's fascinated with Pickett.
They pick it.
So, but then going back to the combine, everybody was talking about Ritter and Malik Willis.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Pickett biggest news came from he two thumbs or some nonsense like that. He hand size and he got
Yeah, and so
double jointed
that was
fingers or
it.
some nonsense like that. So remember, I got Ritter on my Madden thing. I feel we should draft him too. So I don't know. I don't know who's calling the shots. Is it the GM? Is it the owner? Is it the head coach? I gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. But we are all excited for the off season of football. It's a very fun time. Our phones are gonna be blowing up the next week and a half. If we look at it,
Non-stop. So charge your
non-stop.
batteries.
Mm-hmm.
We ready.
My battery almost dead when that Russell Wilson fair went through.
But
Everything was linked up.
we'll get into more of that later on the show. We can let's just knock out our teams first, and then we can go back to our free agency talk or rumor mill. What teams we had? I know we had Green Bay, Houston, and
Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah, we
Detroit.
had Detroit.
So Detroit, Houston, and Green Bay. I mean, since we are talking about Green Bay, I'll just kick it off fast with Green Bay. So we all saw the news with Aaron Rodgers. We were talking about it a lot today. Was it a bitch move? Most of us think so. He kind of dragged it out, a diva type of thing. But was he gonna leave or not? I kind of think he just kind of played that for leverage about leaving. He got his leverage 4 years, 200 million. But what I saw was it doesn't guarantee that he's gonna play the 4 years. That don't mean he's gonna play. Just give him. They said they did the 4 years to work out cap purposes. That doesn't mean it's a full 4 year deal.
Right.
I don't know what kind of cap purposes. Still got his 4 years, 200 million. You know who makes that? Messi made that in football in soccer. 4 years, 200 million. So I don't know what kind of and football soccer don't have no salary
That's what
cap.
50 million a year.
Yeah,
50 million a
Jesus
year. So I don't
Christ.
understand. I don't understand how they do that. So looking at the cap, what I'm seeing is they were 50 million over the cap, 49 million over the cap. They did some restructures when when Aaron Rodgers thing kicks in. I don't know what's his cap hit yet, but you still got you got Zadarius Smith at 27 million cap hit with 12 million dead cap. That could be a cut candidate, release candidate. I think Devontae Adams deal is at 20 million for the franchise tag. Preston Smith 19 million cap hit with a 7 million dead cap. But those are your two best pass rushers, Darius Smith and Preston Smith. Are
Smith
you will
brothers.
you willing to get rid of two or one and then try to get another one to clear cap? You're gonna have to do something. David Bakatari, he's not going nowhere because he has a 39 million dead cap. So that means
Mhm.
he just got a new what you call it a new
Contract.
yeah
Hmm.
just got a new contract.
That's the anchor.
Jair,
That's the anchor your offensive line too. So
yeah,
he ain't going
I
nowhere.
think he just got a new contract here.
Yeah.
Jair Alexander, he's not going anywhere. They're working on a deal with him. You got the safety Adrian Amos, 11 million cap hit with only 4 million dead cap. That's a cut. That's a release candidate right there. You got Clancy Clark, but he's not going anywhere because he has a 28 million dead cap, which means he's on a new contract. You got Cobb, that's gone. Billy Turner, the offensive lineman, is a cut candidate. You got Dean Lowry, cut candidate. Aaron Jones isn't going anywhere. Rashawn Gary isn't going anywhere. And then everyone else is under like 4 million, which you can cut and everything. So that's, as Shane said, the team is going to take a hit, the rest of the team, to do that because the best thing that they could do is try to get Devontae Adams on a long term deal. If he has to play on that full franchise tag, that's 20 million cap gone down the drain right there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Aaron Rodgers, plus the Smith brothers, plus Bakatari. That's mostly a salary cap right there, ready for just your team. Then when you look at their free agents, the free agents again, you got Devontae Adams, you got Kevin King, which he may be gone. Robert Tanyan, the
Hmm.
tight end, he's more than likely gone. Or if they can get him back on a short, small deal. You got Chandon Sullivan, a cornerback. He's more than likely gone. You had Devondre Campbell, who played well for linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of, he's gone. You got Lucas Patrick, the guard. He may be gone. Dennis Kelly, he's gone. And then there's
Dennis Kelly still playing?
uh-huh. You got Rasul Douglas, who played well for them on cornerback. I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah.
try and get him back. Not seeing anyone else. Chris Barnes, Alan Lazard, Marquez Valdez Scantling. So those are the free agents, but you're gonna have to build through the draft in terms of the picks. They have how many picks they have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. A first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and two sevenths. So I don't know. You're gonna have to fill out the team somehow. I don't know. I don't know how these cap wizards do it, but you expect the Packers to be over the cap again this year. They're going for it. So more than likely they're gonna be over the cap. In terms of their team, watching the game against the 49ers, that was the last game of the season for them. It's clear they need someone else to help Devontae Adams,
And I don't see how they might get it.
and that's the thing. Are they gonna draft a first round wide receiver to help? Hmm,
I doubt
that's
it. The Packers, for some reason, they don't have the sense to do
well, that's the thing.
it.
So no, you know what's even bad? By giving Rodgers that contract, that draft pick of Jordan Love becomes worse and worse.
Hmm.
Cause that's a first round pick you're gonna use to help the team.
And a playmaker.
I don't think John Love will ever take a snap again for the Packers. He may be a trade candidate too. So it just kind of looks bad. But if we looked at the game, watching them, they got Aaron Jones and Dylan. They're gonna need a tight end now if they can't get back Tanyan. But outside of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, they're gonna have to get somebody else, maybe two skill position players to help. Could be drafting one, or you could be signing one too. But they're
You're gonna have
gonna
to
need
you're gonna have to get it out of the draft because they're not gonna have enough cap space to actually
to do.
sign a
Yeah.
legitimate playmaker.
And it doesn't make sense to get no low cost veteran
Exactly.
that won't help out. They tried it with Cobb. It ain't gonna work like that.
Right.
I mean, do you think it's worth trying to get trade for Cole Beasley to play in the slot? He's on the trade market right now. Is
It's
it
a
worth trying Cole
possibility.
Beasley to play in the slot and then you draft another wide receiver? Who knows? But they have to get Rodgers something to get into that thing. In terms of the defense, it's not bad. The defense is good, but it's gonna look different next year. No Campbell, the Smith brothers. Well, technically they ain't brothers, but the Smith boys. Something gonna change. The cornerbacks they may be a little different. Adrian Amos may not be there, but I think the Packers rolling with as long as we got Rodgers on the center, we are always in it. And we saw how far that got them against the 49ers when they play a physical team. That only got them as far as what the divisional round.
The divisional round. That was
There's
it.
no wrong. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So he's not getting any younger either. So are they good enough to put something around Rodgers to make his job easier? We'll see.
The NFC is wide open again.
Yeah.
Wide open.
I mean, taking Russell look at the conference just makes Rodgers' team a better chance. And when you look at the NFC North, it's not to say like they got competition there.
Right.
The NFC South, there's no quarterback in that division. You got a 49ers, that's the overall team. The Rams is the Super Bowl champion. And then in the East, Dallas to me is an overachiever, and we don't know how the other teams will play out.
Right.
So
Exactly.
he kind of has, I think Green Bay is banking on all the quarterbacks are over on the AFC. Let's try to take advantage of this opportunity now. But if they keep neglecting to give Rodgers any kind of talent around him, then they're gonna suffer the same fate that they did when they gotta play a Rams or a 49ers or one of those stout teams again.
Right.
They're gonna end up the same thing. So let's see if they could give him some skill position players, some help. So you have Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, Devontae Adams, plus one or two options to move the ball around, and then I can say that the Packers got a realistic chance of making it far.
They lost, didn't they? No, that wasn't them. They didn't lose somebody after. No, that wasn't them. That was the Buccaneers. I thought they had lost somebody off the offensive line.
No, the Buccaneers had lose somebody to retirement,
Yeah.
and then they're trying to hold Jensen. So I think their line isn't bad, the Packers line, but depth may be an issue. If you get injuries, then that's a big thing there too. I think for me, for if you look at the Packers, the main thing is get them skill position players. Get people that you can't just have. Devontae Adams can't do. When you play the playoffs, you're playing teams close to your level. You can't have Devontae Adams trying to do everything all the time.
And then you can't have Aaron Rodgers trying to force everything to Devontae Adams either.
Exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
what, and that's what he had to
We
do against us.
we all knew at the end of the day Devontae Adams. I mean, Rodgers knew the only savior he could do is try to force that ball to Devontae Adams because nobody else. wasn't getting open or he had enough time to do it. When you don't have time, you throw it to your most trusted player, and he'll adjust. But if you double teaming Devante, who he had the throw to? Not Randall Cobb. I didn't even see Randall Cobb on the field.
Naranaka wasn't getting open
Exactly.
in that division game.
You may as well call Lazard a lizard because he wasn't doing nothing either. And
Yeah.
Van der Scantlin,
I
he
think
was
I think I
Tim
think I
Scantlin's
think
somewhere.
Tunyon was a big loss for Rogers.
Yeah, he tore his ACL,
Yeah, Tunyon was a big
so
loss.
he was out. So he may come back on a team friendly deal. Who knows? But they still need to get another reliable number two and a good little slot receiver. Like I said, a Cole Beasley or something. Those little white fellows, them that is playing the slot, that would be good for them to and rather to get a ball lucky hand.
Yeah, Kobe
And
is a crafty slot receiver.
exactly, you had the Humphreys and the Beasleys. Those guys know to get open in the slot. So who knows? We'll see what happens. But for the Packers, let's see how they attack this free agents. I think they'll say the big free agency prize was Rodgers and Davante Adams, but I don't expect to see their name trying to sign anyone big in free agency when they got no money. So we'll see what they have to do from the draft, from my perspective. All right, so who else we got? What we got? Houston and Detroit.
Yep.
Yeah. Before we do that, I wanna shout out Lolling and Blues listening from Aruba.
What?
Big up.
Shout out to Lolene and Blues
Them,
listening in Aruba.
that's them boys, right?
Huh? Yeah,
That's
that's the boys.
them cowboys. That's them
So she wants
cowboys.
me. So she okay. Don't yell at me because I said they overachievers. I apologize. I leave KG say that they overachievers. He in that division. You guys beat me, so I don't know what to see. Or Shane could do something. Everybody beat a cover except me, so I can't say nothing.
I ain't beat up neither, so I can't say nothing.
When I can talk, I give them the boot right out the playoff
Yep.
window
So you
outside.
could talk. You could talk.
Outside, but we had them little.
All right. So who we hitting at next? Houston or Detroit?
I can get into Detroit right away.
All right. You got the floor.
So Detroit, I still kind of surprised that that coach still there, but Detroit is a work in progress, I think though. But
Detroit had fight.
yeah, but
They
I
had
think
fight. I mean, you know what I mean? As much as they say that coach should have been fired or not, the team played for that coach. You understand? Like he never actually lost the team, even though they didn't have good talent. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? They didn't have the type of quarterback that they needed, but at the same time, he had that team playing.
They held their own in a lot of
Yeah,
the games
he
there.
had that team playing.
well they're gonna play for a coach and come and say he gonna knock people out in the teeth and kick this person and
Why
Yeah.
not?
he a hype man, so
We gonna eat kneecaps.
so he so you're gonna play for a team. But I mean, we gonna see now what they do because I don't know if they're gonna stick with Goff forever for how much longer they're gonna stick with Goff. But they got a little bit of money. They got about 22 million cap space.
In cap space.
Yeah. I think I ain't remember what pick they have where they sitting at in the draft.
They got the number
They got a high pick.
two. I think number two pick.
So I was trying to figure out what they really need. I couldn't figure it out. But is
Yeah, they got the number two pick.
looking at the free agency.
They need a lot.
I know they need a lot.
They need some offensive line help. They
They need
need some pass
defensive
rushing
line
help.
help. They
Well,
need
the
They
thing about
need
the thing about it, they drafted Pinoy Sewell last year.
yeah.
yeah.
You still need to fill out that line.
They got what's the Pro Bowl? They got a Pro Bowl tackle as well. Oh, what's his name? They gave the center the highest paid thing to Glass now.
I think
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, but they got another tackle. Oh, I can't remember his name. They may have to fill out the guards in the interior.
Right.
But they got I can't remember his name. I'm gonna check it out. But they got a Pro Bowl lineman to pair with Pinoy Sewell, who I like. He held his own.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you got a war. You got
He
the
was
top
solid.
three highest paid center.
Well,
But
their biggest need is defense. Right now, biggest need is defense.
yeah, yep.
Defense. You know what I'm saying? They got decent running back. They got decent wide receiver. They ain't got no big name wide receivers, but got decent wide receivers. You know,
And
you got
they just signed back Josh Reynolds.
right. So you mean you got Goff who could take you somewhere, but but the NFC not, they okay, they could finish second in the NFC not if they
They
try.
can, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Um they're free agents right now. Yeah, you got Tim Boyle, David Blow, Josh Reynolds, who you just said they just signed back. Kelly
Okay,
Fremont,
yeah,
Kaderil Hodge, Taylor Crosby, Matt Nelson, Evan Brown, and Will Holden. To me, them guys is positional people.
yeah,
You could get rid
definitely.
of them. You know what I'm saying? Just dip. Um, that was just offense. On defense, Nick Williams, Charles Harris, Joel Heath, Jalen Maben. I would keep him. If they let he go, I would like to get he on my team for dip. Um, Alex Anzalone, Sean
The
Hamilton,
linebacker.
yeah, Anthony Pittman, another linebacker. He kind of all right. Josh Woods is a restricted free agent. Mark Gilbert, Tracy Walker ain't a bad safety. Dean Marlowe, Bobby Price, CJ Moore, Scott Daly, Jack Fox. Again, a lot of depth. So I mean, they could do a couple things. I think their biggest free agents that they need to look at is all them wide receivers. All the wide receivers are free agents except for Josh Reynolds. Should say they just saying back. But Kelly Fremont, Kaderil Hodge is their wide receivers
They
two.
need a they
You
need a
know,
good wide receiver here to carry that
so they
load.
they, they got a number one, right, or number two, and
Yeah, number two, yeah.
what he named St. Brown. That's a sick man. So I end up
Yeah,
being put him at number
he
one or
good.
two. Josh Reynolds could be number two. Raymond could be number two. They just need to play, or they could go and find somebody else.
I still think they need a uh, number one.
I think
Those are
St.
good pieces here.
Yeah,
Like
St.
Sam
Brown.
Brown, well, Sam Brown, I don't want to rely on him in the second year to be the number one. He was a fifth round pick, and it may take him a little bit more time to establish. He was good. I know Reynolds was always a good possession receiver, but you still need a little top dog to at least help you out some more.
And
It's,
they could maybe sneak a word. Say, where Allen Robinson is? He not free agent?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
he's a
free
free
agent.
agent.
You got a few Boston's out there that
Uh,
they could be intriguing.
right. The top person on defense that leaving them or who's a free agent right now is Nick Williams. He
Mm.
played defensive tackle for them, man, but he expensive and he 22 years old.
And he should
Yeah,
go.
yes, he up in age.
So it's like you gotta replace him. Like I said, their main focus should be defense. Like they should go in the draft with that mindset that they drafting freaking Hutchinson.
Yeah, I think
You know what I'm saying?
they got the pick of the crop is either Hutchinson or
Or
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, right?
Thibodeau, yeah.
Or if you want, if I was them, I'd have trade back a few spots to get some more picks. You're a rebuilding team. I would have trade back. If you go back to about 5, 6, 7, you might still get a player you want. I'd have pressed back a little bit just to get some more picks from them.
Trade
I
back
don't
for
think
some picks next year and wait for that quarterback class to come out, and then
Yeah,
after you
because
move to the top and grab
I
one of the
mean,
quarterbacks.
you got Aiden Hutchinson and Thibodeau. They need one of those standout pass rushers.
Mhm.
But I know they still got the dude from Purdue. That everyone is ranking high too. Can't remember how to say his name. But I'm sure if you dropped off about 5, 6, 7, you may still be able to get one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cause remember, people gonna go with Kyle Hamilton, the safety.
Yep.
Still might have to somebody might trade up to get one of those top class linemen. You may still get your top notch pass rusher, but you got added picks to it too. So if you sold on Aiden Hutchinson at number two, then you hit it. But if you believe that you can get some extra picks in and still get your man, I wouldn't have tried to trade down too far. I might go back a few picks and still get it. And you get some more picks. Like you say, I remember you always would tell us that you don't understand how Dan Campbell for your date.
Hmm.
But I don't necessarily believe that he had a chance to put his footprint on the team just after 1 year. I I'll give him an extra year to get the team more pedigree of he. How he sees it. I mean, now he got his chance. Now the second year I can say it's a Dan Campbell team. He got a little bit more stuff to work with. Like we were just talking about, the center is Frank Ragnow. He's the Pro Bowl center. The tackle I
Yeah.
was talking about is Taylor Decker. He's a Pro Bowl
They'll probably
tackle
Pro
too,
Bowl tackle,
but
yeah.
he was injured. Then they got KG partner. I don't even know how to say this name. Halapolute Vate Voitoi. I
Big
don't know what
V.
I don't know what kind of name that is. So he's the right guard. So and then Pinoy Sewell was playing right tackle. So you got four people there that ready to start any given day. You see what happened with the left tackle, and their ranking for the line was 13. That ain't bad. I would have taken a 13th ranked offensive line and Panthers rather
Yeah,
than 30th.
that's not a bad offensive line.
Yeah. But I think what Shane says is right. They need to stress the defense.
Need to.
Stress that defense. Get your premier pass rusher. I,
And two, and like you always got to go into when you talk about rebuilding, your first and most important thing you have to do is to win your division. So you gotta look at the top dog in that division is Green Bay. What you need to build to beat Green Bay. You got to get the Aaron Rodgers, you got to touch him.
You
yep.
build the interior.
So you build that line.
Build
Yeah,
your offensive defensive lines, and after that, you can work the rest.
exactly.
Once
So
once
But
once once you build the trenches, you will have a chance to win every week.
and my thing too is, if I'm looking at it from Detroit perspective, how long realistically Aaron Rodgers gonna play for? Who ready to take over the knot when Aaron Rodgers leave? I
Right.
put myself in the best possible situation to
Hmm.
be that team. Build my team so that when Aaron Rodgers decides I packing it up, who taking it over? Because Packers ain't gonna take it over when Aaron Rodgers leave. I can guarantee that.
and
We don't know what the Vikings gonna do. They gotta do some changes on that team. At least the
it's
Bears got Justin Fields.
right. I think
But
the Vikings change coming soon, rather quick than
exactly.
later.
They got Kevin O'Connell now, but I don't know how long Cousins is there. So if I'm Detroit, I don't think there's a quarterback I'll take at 2 in this draft for sure.
That would make
But like
sense.
like Shane said, build that defense now. And if you still manage to stink up the joint this year, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find a quarterback next year that you'll fall in love with in that class.
Yep.
And then you go from there. Plus with your 22 million, if they do some restructuring contracts, they might get up to 35 million, 30 million, and you can make a little few splashes. You see, the thing with new coaches is they like to bring people in from their old team. Who was his old team? New Orleans. I'm sure he's gonna want to bring some New Orleans players over there to help.
He need to think fresh, young until he can find unless it's a veteran
Yeah,
there. Unless there's a veteran there that really gonna hold that anchor spot that for you for a couple of years, where you find somebody else or you grooming somebody else to come in that position.
cause you know what I say when they resigned Josh Reynolds,
Uh,
he had a strong connection with Jared Goff in St. Louis. See,
in
that's
St.
the issue.
Louis,
Yeah, he had played in St. Louis when Goff was
I
there.
know, I know.
So that you see, that's my thing about it. Like they like to go back to these old things that they had. So he built a strong rapport with with Jared Goff. So they should be able to blend in very nicely. No, we believe all of that or not. I don't know. I don't know. He was able, Josh Reynolds was able to do that when you got Cooper Cup and Robert Woods and them doing other stuff.
No, no, right.
Exactly. So how you could say that he got good little connection with thing.
With
Ain't no Cooper Cup or Robert Woods and Detroit, you know. So how Josh Reynolds getting open now? So that's how that and then like Shane say, is is St. Brown ready to take that step as a number 1 or 1A receiver? I don't know.
what about DeAndre Swift? Is he capable of being a number one running back?
I do
I
believe
I
so.
think so.
I do believe he got to stay healthy.
Yeah, stay
But
healthy.
don't they have another running back? What another running back name is over?
They got the dude from Green Bay. What's his name? Jamal Williams.
Jamal
Yeah,
He
Williams.
was the change of pace
Yeah.
back too.
he a beast too. So I
Yeah,
mean,
he's a pounder. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a pounder.
they got a 1-2 punch, which had looked good coming on to the end of the season.
Yeah.
But if Swift could stay healthy, I'd always like Swift.
Yeah, I think so
He's
too. I
shifty.
agree.
Yeah, and then they got Hawkinson, right?
They got TJ
Oh yeah,
Hawkinson.
they got
Yeah,
Hawkinson too.
He
Yeah,
I
he
mean
yeah,
yeah
forget it.
the
he
offense
he
ain't
he be the number one tight
bad.
end just now.
Right, the offense ain't bad. Just need to click. So that's why I say all your marbles need to go into defense right now. Go ahead and get your Hutchinson. Go ahead and get you some
Mm.
linebackers. Go ahead and snag you a free agent. You know what I'm saying, to anchor us on somewhere else, and come out like you say. If he come with the same mentality, swinging, but he kind of quit right now. You got people like J.C. Jackson, Chandler Jones, and them out there hanging out. They could go get. You don't really got to sign back none of them guys. I holler off just now for free agency. And if
Maybe
you
in
got
GC Jackson, maybe not Chandler Jones because he up their
they,
age.
they
On
up
the
their age, and
age,
then
yeah.
Chandler Jones gonna want to get paid.
Right. So
You know what I'm saying? But you got Stephen Gilmore coming off. You can get here a veteran
But
minimum.
I don't think those guys might want to go
we'll
to
go there exactly. Go those
Detroit
those older
knowing
guys
that
might
they
want
ain't
to
gonna
go to
win.
teams
Like
that
a
that
Gilmore, he
could
want to go
contend.
on a team. He would go on a 49ers because he
Right.
know he ready to win.
Exactly.
Gilmore and those guys. I don't think he going on Detroit or shit to go there and see. They gotta pay he about 18 million a year for he to go there and just take
Right.
all that licks. He
Exactly.
ain't staying there and take that licks for that. But no, he going on a team. He looking at a team that he could go and compete. That's why they said something. Richard Sherman had said he feel Gilly going either to San Fran or the Cardinals or one of those West Coast teams that are ready to
Mm-hmm.
win, which make more sense. But they're gonna have to go and take some chances on some of those high upside players.
Who knows? He may go back to Buffalo for a little pay cut.
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I say, he ain't going somewhere that he can't win. At this point in the career, they ain't gonna do that. Detroit, they got some high upside free agents. If you look at those free agents, they got some players there that got some good upside that Detroit would be lucky to have,
Yeah.
and the defensive side. 'Cause there's a lot. We just if I was Detroit, I was paying for Harold Landry. He's 25 years old, a Pro Bowler, All Pro
Mm-hmm.
from
Mm.
Tennessee. Tennessee pass rusher. They just didn't want to franchise tag him.
Mm-hmm.
That's your 24. Suppose you sign Harold Landry and then draft Aiden Hutchinson.
But they already have
You
they already got a good edge guy out there in Detroit. That's what I was talking about. You get Agent Hutchinson, you have this other edge guy running
who
with
this
the
other fella is?
them got a good edge guy out there. They've been talking about him all the time. That's why they're so high and mighty and thing and getting
You
Agent
know who
Hutchinson.
you talking about what his name is Okara or Wakra or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
something like that. Yeah, damn names you can't pronounce.
But I'm sure he was a cut candidate, you know.
No man.
Check it out.
He was
I know what you mean. Yeah, they did
O'Hara,
Owakra.
O'Hara, O'Hara, O'Hara,
O'Hara?
Michael O'Hara, right?
Mhm.
That's in there.
Right.
Okay, no. He is by. I didn't get to it, man. I didn't get to it.
Let me see if I find it first. See if I find his name. I know who you mean. I just can't remember his name.
Yeah, because they were talking about it, but that would be a pair up with
Romeo Akwara.
Aguara. Yeah.
Yeah, so he got a cap hit of 14 million and his dead cap is 15 million. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
just he ain't going over here. I think he just got a contract. Trey Flowers got a 23 million cap hit with a 12 million dead cap. He out the door for sure. Jeff Okuda, that's a big boss in
That's
my
a big
opinion. Jeff
boss.
Okuda,
Really.
but you can't get rid of he got and he did cap Michael Brockers. He ain't going nowhere with a 8 million cap hit, 7 million dead cap.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Ragnow, no. They ain't really got nobody to cut to. That's the problem. Jamal Williams is 4 million. You only get 1 million dead cap. That may be who you cut. Amani Oruwari, 2 million only. Then he can't go nowhere. Well, that's it. So the team he really got nobody on there. No.
Right.
That was saying.
And like you said, 20 million in cap space. I'm sure you can restructure Jared Goff deal. You could restructure Ragnow deal, Owakra deal, and do something. You get more cap space. So yeah, Aiden Hutchinson with Akwara.
That's what I'm
Let's see
saying.
what happens.
That's what that man was saying all the time. And then you You go out there now and you slap a DT there now, and then you build up your linebackers. You see if your secondary ain't that bad. The man got a couple man out there. I mean, them guy get rid of Rocket Sin. Rocket Sin can't play for shit.
Mm-hmm.
He get beat bad if he steals something. A couple. I don't know if he can get better or not, but he look bad last season. For a man with a sick name like that, he gotta pull up his pants.
Here,
Um,
looking at the free agent list now, you got Marcus May, the free safety.
mhm,
You got Will. You want to get another receiver? You got Will Fuller, 27 years old.
true.
You got Marcus May, 27 years old, a free safety. Who else young for them that it makes sense to go after? You got I see no young people. Nah, not Von Butler. He suck. You got Ogun Jobe, only 27 years old, the
Yeah.
defensive tackle. You got um Reddick is 27, but you got inside linebacker Jared Davis, 27 years old. So Jerron Reed, 29, if you want to go a little higher. So Jalen Brown from Tennessee, the inside linebacker, he's nice. He's a good linebacker. Malik Collins, the defensive tackle.
Mhm.
So you got people that you could go out there, like you say, and sign. There's people there to sign. And then looking at some more, it ain't bad. Okay, I know Neil's a free agent too. Akilo with a spoon is a cornerback that you could try again. Jonathan Hankins, another one. DJ Jones, 27. He played with San Fran.
That one gonna hurt us. I didn't want to get rid of him.
So I mean, like you said, there's persons out there that you can sign that hey, every year got good free agents, you just gotta know how to do it. So
If you pick the right players to fit your roster.
exactly. It's all about how Dan Campbell sees his team play.
Right.
Alright, so the Lions ain't bad. We expected how the first year to go. It's not to say that they were blown out every single game. They had a good fight. If Baltimore didn't kick that 60 something yard field goal, they probably would have win that game.
Mhm.
They brutalized the Vikings in a game there, nearly killed the Vikings. So, and then there was a lot where we saw Dan Campbell crying in press conferences and everything. So, uh, you limited with Goff. See what happens with that. But like you say, they could make some changes and then be competitive next year.
True.
Yeah. So
We'll see.
let's see what happens with that team. All right. Our final team for the night is the the
But let's use the Texans because they
the
feel like set up Deshaun
Texans.
Watson. So the Houston Texans, what? They finish up the season 4-13.
Uh huh.
I mean, you can't say disappointing because I think a lot of us was expecting that, being that they didn't have Deshaun Watson. I think they got rid of their head coach that they had,
David Culley.
um David Culley. Um they didn't have good I think they didn't get good quarterback play from Tyrod Taylor. You got a little bit of better quarterback play from Davis Mills.
Hmm.
I think all around they were probably the bottom half of the NFL in defense and offense. I think Davis Mills had 2,600 passing yards. That can't cut it. Your running back was Rex Burkhead, who had 427 yards. I mean, he had the most rushing yards on that team. David Johnson was no big help, and they won't bring him back. Brandon Brooks, he had 1,000 yards receiving. Your best defensive player was Desmond King, who had 3 interceptions at the cornerback position. So a very below average football team. Right now, they're about 50, they have 50 million cap space.
15 or 50?
15,
15.
50 million cap space. But if I mean they got Deshaun Watson, if they do decide to trade Deshaun Watson, I mean that's gonna be a 51 mil dead cap. They'll save 10 mil, but that can be a 51 mil dead cap. Larry Tunsil, what they're gonna decide to do with him? Are they gonna keep him?
I doubt it. Cause
You know what I mean?
Thompson,
But
No,
then I
I think they moving off from
might
Thompson.
move on from him. Brandon Cooks
yeah.
again. Are you gonna decide to keep him?
Cause Thompson was only there because of Watson.
Watson
Yeah.
exactly. Right. So he gonna be looking to go to a contender. Um Brandon Cooks, he's another year older. He's probably in his 30s by now. Are you gonna decide to keep him as well? Are you gonna try to trade him? You know what I mean? Send him to a contender. Um Tyrod Taylor, who's 32, he's an unrestricted free agent. They ain't bringing him back. David Johnson, not bringing him back. He's not productive. Malik Collins, the tackle, 26. You might bring him back as depth because they do need defensive line help. They need a lot of help on that team. A lot. Um, Kamu Hill, he was your best linebacker. You might as well decide to bring him back to help out your linebacking core. Eric Wilson, who was also your outside linebacker, he's about 27 too. Danny Amendola, you're not bringing him back. He's 36. I don't know how he's still playing in the league. Um, Chris Conley, he's 29. You might bring him back on a low veteran minimum contract. Justin Reed. Now that's a. Are you going to decide to bring him back? Maybe Lovie Smith might like him and try to bring him back. I hear that the attack to the Eagles might want to sign Justin Reed too. So he was a decent safety for him.
He's a free agent, right?
Yeah, Justin Reed. Yeah, he's a
Jeez,
an unrestricted
great.
free agent. Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So Royce Freeman, the running back, he's also a free agent. Um, Chris Moore, also a free agent. Jordan Atkins is also a free agent. So they got a lot of players on defense, a few on offense that's a free agent. So we'll see what they're gonna do. Um, I think they have what 8 picks in this year's draft. So
could be 11 real quick.
right, exactly. Could be 11 real quick if they decide to trade Deshaun Watson and get probably 2 first round picks. Cause you know he's gonna command 2 first round picks.
Yeah.
That's a given. 2 first round picks, couple second round picks, a few players here and there, and maybe even more draft picks. They could actually get
You
another
gotta look at
five or six draft picks just from the Deshaun Watson trade.
you gotta look at what the Broncos get from Seattle for Russ, right? Not
Yeah,
putting
the Broncos
Deshaun
got 2 first rounds, 2 seconds, and no offense.
right. Not putting Deshaun and Russell Wilson level, but he ain't too far off.
But he's younger too.
But he's younger
Exactly.
too. He's
Right.
younger
He's
too.
25 years old, a Pro Bowler, All Pro. You know what he can do.
So you might see that 2 players
Right.
in 5 picks or 4
I think
picks.
they were asking for that. They were asking for 3 first round picks plus high profile players.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't want just a normal player. They wanted a good set of players in return too.
So right now, who you think right now got that capital to get in there?
Only Philly.
Besides the Eagles,
Only Philly got a
KG.
capital.
Besides the
But
Eagles, KG.
they gonna have they can't expect to take all of that. One if somebody could pull a trigger and trade, but if you don't know if Deshaun could gonna be able to play, you can't go for that. No, if they clear him, say he could play, well, you could ask for whatever you want there, boy.
Yeah.
Because whoever doing it gonna have to give up 3 or 4 first round picks. You
Right,
have to.
exactly.
So okay, let's just say 3 first round picks. Plus you're gonna have to give up 2 second round picks. So that on 3 first rounds, 2 seconds, and then you still gotta give up. Think somebody had said today the Panthers should consider doing 2 first round picks, 2 second round picks, and McCaffrey
Mm.
to Houston. Because Houston can absorb
Take
McCaffrey
your job, yeah.
cap.
But they need that type of workhorse. They need that type of workhorse when they're back. If
Right.
they're gonna come back with Davis Mills, McCaffrey would be a perfect fit for that team. For that
Plus,
quarterback.
plus the kind of image that Houston got right now with all that going on, having a guy like McCaffrey that don't really have a bad image would help the team, but something
Mhm.
like that, like that three first rounds, two second rounds, McCaffrey, and at that point too, they were saying Dante Jackson too.
Mm-hmm.
There would Houston reject that offer? I would not reject that. Three first round, two second rounds, McCaffrey and Dante Jackson.
I don't think you sitting down there as Houston with a guy like Deshaun Watson that's sitting on your bench eating your money. Anybody come with three, two first round picks, you gotta have to jump. You have to jump. That'll just make your team better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson already said he's not playing another
Yeah,
down for
he's not
Houston.
playing. Yeah,
He'll never
exactly.
play another down.
No,
So you already lose your value there by him saying that.
right.
You don't hold the cards. The only thing you could do is hold Deshaun Watson out for the entirety of his contract, and you still gotta end up paying him to a certain extent. You can
Hmm.
fine him for all the games he missed, but it's still ain't gonna add up to the contract that you gave him.
Exactly.
So you gotta have to, like Shane said, you gotta have to just accept what as well. Somebody give you an offer or Russell Wilson type offer, take it, move on, and build your team.
Yep.
The longer you hold Deshaun, the longer you just delaying the process for your team. But they already said they would like to get a deal done before the new league year starts. And that leads me to wonder with all these quarterback stuff that going on. No, somebody may try and pull the trigger on a Deshaun Watson trade because no matter how we look at it, teams lost out by not getting Russell Wilson
Wilson
or
and Rogers.
And Roger.
Rodgers.
Yep.
Hmm.
Right. Teams did lose out. So no, somebody gonna get a little too nervous or antsy and might be calling Houston right now trying to beg them, yo, listen, just give me a look. I can get a three first round. Give me Deshaun Watson and we'll deal with that and we'll deal with his legal case on a different day.
Yeah.
Maybe Snyder. You know, Snyder has got the balls to do it.
But they offer
Washington.
three they
Then
offer three
right.
first
Right,
round picks to
exactly.
Russell.
Right.
Right,
So if Washington were that jumpy to get Russ, why Washington wouldn't be that jumpy to go get Deshaun?
right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I think the only thing standing in the way is that the legal
Mm-hmm.
cloud
Legal
over
tampering
here.
thing.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
Because
only thing right now.
so but that's okay too. I mean, Washington if they want, they could come over here to San Fran, be jumpy, give me 2 seconds and a third. Right.
I think that's gonna be their last option if they can't get the Snyder, they can't get another solid quarterback that could help them. They'll probably go for Jimmy after.
But let me hurry up because the
I
Saints
think
looking
that'll be their next step.
the Saints looking like they want a lot of interest. They got a lot of interest out here.
Basically, for Washington, they know they got to upgrade the quarterback. Who's the quarterbacks out there that they could actually make now? Jimmy G is one. Wentz probably, but I don't know if they're gonna consider Wentz that big of an upgrade.
Right.
Outside of Jimmy G, I'm trying to think about who would. Dude, there ain't nobody else outside of Watson. So if Washington was that entity that gave three first rounds, tomorrow we may be getting up to another trade with
I'm telling
Washington
you.
involved in it too.
I think I would be very surprised if we don't see another blockbuster tomorrow.
Exactly.
And it might be with Watson. You might see it.
Who knows?
Yeah.
In that case,
And
we
then
ain't call it.
yeah, but what I believe watch here. I'll say it now, eh? If Watson get trade, watch him settle.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's settled. It's only one person he got to settle with, you know. There's only one girl he got to settle with. The
I know,
10 mil,
because
the 10
I,
mil, I think it is, and that's it.
I read over the statement that she made, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she
It's
said that,
trash. It's trash.
listen, now, she said that he went into the room, right, and did whatever. And when she came and opened the door, he was naked on the bed laying down, and she felt uncomfortable. So you're telling me if you are a massage therapist and you see somebody naked on the bed laying down, face down, and you feel uncomfortable, you ain't gonna tell them, look, I ain't doing this massage no more. I feel uncomfortable. I fear for my life, and I ain't doing this massage. You ain't gonna do that.
No, I had to go get massage, legal massages.
You ain't gonna do that. Some
And and when you're walking in places,
right,
they will tell you you get as comfortable as you want.
right, exactly.
I mean, you can get butt naked up under that
Right.
towel if you want. So if this man in there butt naked, a customer doing massages, like you say something.
But right, yeah, exactly. If you feel uncomfortable, tell the man you feel uncomfortable and tell him you ain't doing it no more. And you ask him to leave. And if he don't leave, say and call
Okay,
authorities.
right.
Simple as that.
But don't wait until after this and
I
after
read that
that.
one when I say about it. That doesn't make any sense. That don't make sense right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's the prosecutor trying to take that case. Really?
Like I said, again, my personal opinion is a witch hunt. I might get a lot of backlash for that, but I think it's a witch hunt. I think though that if he get traded, he'll settle with that one woman for
Right.
the 10 million, whatever it is. Be done with it. Yeah, your name done tarnished. And he can't
Exactly.
come back from
Exactly. Can't
nothing.
come back from that. Don't
I
tarnish
talked to
already.
some football fans already. They say no matter what he do now, he gonna be like Big Ben. He's a pervert.
Right.
Period.
Exactly.
I'm saying
You
that's
know what
it.
I
He's a
mean?
pervert. Period.
Big
Done.
Ben.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. So okay, take that pride now, put a 10 mil, whatever is 10 mil for them is like $10 to us. And you go with your business, you go play football, she got her 10 mil, and you don't worry about that no more.
All you gotta do is win.
All
Win.
they got is win.
Just
But
win.
for the time he win
All
five,
will
six,
be
7 games,
all will be
That's the
nobody
thing.
forgotten.
can
That's the thing
nobody
about
can-
it. All
All
sports
will be
fans
forgotten.
forget. All sports fans forget your personal issues when you're winning. That's all it is. Sports fans
Yep.
forget what you do as long as you're winning. It only comes up when you're losing. So
So yeah, I think I would be surprised if we don't see another blockbuster tomorrow. Probably around the same time when all these trades pop off too. About 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. I think so too. So that's why I have in Houston.
No sir. As for needs for these Houston Texans, like I said, it's a lot. They have about 9, 10, 11, 12 needs. Defensive tackle, inside linebacker, which they said they don't have any. They might top free agents is Dante Hightower, Gerard Davis, and Jayan Brown. Could see if they could do something with that. Quarterback, most likely they're gonna stick with Davis Mills. He showed promise in that first season.
I heard it. The man don't like
Um,
him.
I don't know why you don't like Davis Mills. What's the reason?
That's what I hear. I hear him don't like him.
I mean that's the reason why they don't like him because he's not the athletic type of quarterback. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
he played
well,
pretty well.
I just had tell Shane that the try should try to get Harold Landry because he didn't get franchise tag, but scrap that.
He get
The
franchise tag.
Titans,
Yeah.
no, the Titans just signed him to a 5 year, $87 million
Yes, sir.
deal.
They
He
need
got for he gets 20 million in year one of
yeah,
his
just
new
hit top up there.
5 year,
Yeah.
$87.5 million deal.
Yeah. So that's
So
out of the question.
yep, he had 12 sacks this year and is still only 25 years old.
Wow, wow.
Good signing for Tennessee to bring him back.
But the
So
Texans need outside linebacker, tight end, offensive tackle, interior offensive line, safety, running back, wide receiver. Brandon Cooks, Philip Dorsett, those guys were their receivers.
But in the whole
Defensive,
damn team, you talking.
right? Exactly. Defensive edge rusher and pass rusher. Their best defensive end was Jonathan Greenard. He had about 8 sacks. He had the most sacks in the team. You know what I mean? That's not even double digit sacks from your best defensive end. And they're gonna need cornerback help as well. So, like I said, the whole team is gonna need to be built. And like I said before, they have a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 draft picks. With they have the third pick in the draft. So are they gonna decide to trade up maybe with Jacksonville and get that offensive lineman, get that number 1 pick? Are they
Mm-mm.
gonna get Kevon Thibodeau? So they got an opportunity to, or they could maybe trade back and get a few draft picks and see who they can grab on either on defense or offense to help that team. Because I don't see
Mhm.
them drafting a quarterback as well. So and then also they also have them going with Brandon Smith, the inside linebacker from Penn State at the in the second round. And what's his name? Wandale Robinson, the wide receiver from Kentucky in the third
Mhm.
round. So they got a lot. They got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do for the next couple of years. But if they do decide to not do decide, but when they do trade Deshaun Watson and get a few number of draft picks and maybe a few players, then that can help him with this year and next year's draft. And maybe that can help him either get the quarterback next year too. So a lot of teams gonna be looking for quarterbacks next year. It's gonna be the Houston
But I
Texans.
actually
Texans gonna
think
be one
Davis
of them.
Mills can be really good if we
Right.
give him the right people around him.
Exactly. And you know Lovey Smith. Lovey Smith is a defensive type of defensive minded head coach, and he's a head coach who can actually build a defense. We saw what he did with Chicago Bears at that one point when he was a head coach for them. Took them to Super Bowl with no quarterback. Okay, you can't say Rex Grossman was a quarterback. You know what I mean? So maybe this might be like Lovey Smith's third chance. Because I think he had a little stench with Tampa Bay.
That's a lot though.
That's a lot. It's a lot. They got a lot to work with. That's what I'm saying. Like you should see what you could get for Deshaun Watson and after move on from there. And
But I
after
mean,
see if
like,
you can
but
see if you can actually hit on some of them draft picks.
yeah, but like you said, right? Yeah, they got 8 picks right now. They got possibility to get three more,
Right, exactly.
and they could get 3 more high picks,
Right.
and then they could command that draft however they want to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
So you
And
could save, you could trade back, get some picks for next year.
mhm,
Even some of the picks that you're getting for Deshaun Watson might be picks for next year too as well.
right.
You know what I mean? So you could actually be in prime position to get good draft picks,
But
good skill
once they
position
trade
players.
Deshaun, he
Right,
definitely getting a first this year, a first next year,
right,
probably a first other year,
right.
plus other picks.
Mhm.
You definitely getting a first this year, a first next year, and then more than likely a first the other year. So you'll
Mhm.
have 6 first round picks in the next 3 years. If you
It's
don't
on
know
the
how to
GM.
draft and do that, something wrong.
It's on the GM now to pick the right
Well,
players.
his historical ain't going too good. Yeah, according to Deshaun Watson, he a cunt.
If your franchise quarterback said he wants to have input in picking a coach, why you didn't allow it? Simple as that.
Exactly.
Simple as that. Your franchise quarterback, who's your best player on your team right now, you know what I mean? Ask you, I just want a little input on picking the head coach. Simple, just asking for the input. Simple as that. I don't know why they make it so hard. It's hard to find a franchise quarterback. You might not find another Deshaun Watson again.
Ever.
You might not find that again. It's hard to find franchise quarterback.
Yep.
The Eagles mess up Wentz. I know we're gonna find another franchise quarterback again. It's
Yeah.
hard to find a franchise quarterback. It's hard.
So the Eagles mess up. Yes.
They
But we're
mess up
gonna see. I
again.
mean, it's just 6 o'clock out on the west coast, and so still could things can still pop off.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing about it.
But the AFC no. The AFC no. The AFC gonna be the division to watch. The NFC gonna be the lackluster division. We can have all the trash teams. The whole half of the AFC gonna be on Sunday night football every night.
Every night.
Every night.
We gonna
You
get
got
a Thursday
Russell.
night. We gonna get a Thursday night games.
Right, exactly. You're gonna have all the AFC West division games gonna be on Sunday night football. All
We gonna get a stupid Thursday night
they
game.
gonna get all the prime time games. Russell versus Mahomes.
Mhm.
Russell versus Hobart. You know what I mean? Russell versus Carr. Cause who knows? Derek Carr might be there. Derek Carr might be having a good prolific season again, like he had all in the season.
Like,
So, you know what I mean? Mahomes versus Hobart. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, whatever. It's gonna be
and
crazy.
yeah, I mean, you're looking at the AFC West now. That might be the toughest division in the AFC.
It,
If it isn't already.
toughest and best, toughest
Right,
and
that's
best
right.
division in
Toughest and
football.
best division in the AFC.
In football,
The loaded cornerbacks,
in
loaded
football,
quarterbacks, bro.
you know division better than that team right now.
Loaded
Loaded
quarterbacks.
with quarterbacks.
That gonna be a
And
tough division.
like I said, they got You could say they have the top five quarterbacks that are the top 10 quarterbacks right now in that division. Three of the top 10 quarterbacks right now in that division. He easily say that. Well, I'm excited to see what Russell's gonna do with the Broncos. That's gonna be a must watch. I wish damn Maryland could open the sports book betting so I would put a betting in for Russell Wilson for MVP.
Get a VPN partner.
Yeah, I might do that. Put Russell in for MVP.
A GM just said that there will be the reach for a average quarterback that passing pro.
Wow, 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 wow. Really?
Anonymous GM said Denver made a reach for a quarterback above average quarterback passes pro.
You know
So
who
did
that
he
is?
did he, did he not just throw for
Hold on. That's a GM.
for almost 40 touchdowns a year before?
That's a GM who wanted Russell
Mm,
and he didn't get it.
That's his prime.
Gotta be Washington GM.
I don't know.
All
Like,
right.
Oh God.
We'll see what happens, fellas. We'll see what happens. So, Shady, who we got next?
We got on our list for the next show with this is give me a sec. It is where we end on today. We ended on
Your Texans.
Houston. We got Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and Kansas City.
give me Indy, baby.
Cause you want Tower wins.
He ain't gonna talk about Frank, right too.
You're talking about Wentz going outside. No, you're
He
talking
ain't gonna
about.
talk about when's gonna say exactly.
We got who? So you got Kansas City and Jacksonville. Which one you want to see?
Give me the Jags.
Let's go with Kansas City.
So, I know I'm complaining for the last couple of shows that it's been boring, but in one day, bang, 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 bang,
That's
bang, bang,
NFL
bang, bang,
I,
bang.
RC.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say boring. It just I every day seeing tons load of rumors. We know when it comes to rumors, there's always a little smoke screen or truth somewhere around it, cause they ain't gonna just bring up the rumors. Cause even the thing with McCaffrey, Federer was always saying, "Oh, we treated McCaffrey." Then all of a sudden, Panthers listening to offers of McCaffrey. They ain't really listening to offers.
Mhm.
Around this time, when everybody go to the scouting combine, everybody meets up with each other and try to guard each other interests.
Right.
We know around this time we want to see like Robbie
Hmm.
Anderson was get discussing trees, all kinds of stuff that happened. But until we see people pull the trigger, you don't really see nothing. The two quarterbacks, trigger got pulled, one resigned, one got traded. We saw a lot of people that didn't receive the franchise tag but could still get signed to extension because you still got up to the new league year. You just can't use the franchise tag.
Right.
Like just now with Harold Landry, they didn't use it. Never. We were just here talking about Harold Landry going on Detroit. No,
Hmm.
he ain't going nowhere. But there's still some big names that didn't get the franchise tag and could be in for a big payday. But like Shane said, I guarantee what we're in today's Tuesday. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of stuff gonna be happening there. You're gonna just be there looking at your phone straight.
Non-stop.
Are you gonna be looking at the Panthers? Shane looking at the Niners and KG looking at the Eagles straight because I'm sure you're gonna have a lot more rumors that you're gonna be like, what? Where this rumor come from?
Don't
We
be
gotta keep
surprised
our
if
eye on this,
Fletcher Cactus gets traded too.
right? So I know the biggest thing for the Panthers right now is the quarterback position. Are we gonna gamble on one in the thing, or are we going to go for one of these veteran quarterbacks? The pressure is on Matt Rule to win, so something got to give. So there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be interested, a lot of stuff interested in it over the next few days. I know I'm very interested in what's gonna happen. So we just gotta see what's gonna happen over these next few days.
It's gonna be a lot of excitement coming up.
Yeah, I believe so. This year, I know with the cap going back up to how it is now,
Hmm.
a lot of persons gonna be out there trying to do this, trying to do that, and they're gonna be
I think the NFL also got rid of the COVID-19 restrictions and stuff like that too,
Yeah,
right?
our
So
protocols are
Hmm.
good. Yep.
other protocols and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? So the world opening back up and everything getting back to normal, and so like the combine. Hold on, them fellas, the safeties and cornerbacks in that combine. You see the Friday time.
Yep.
It was a lot of 4-3s and a lot of 4-2s.
The
I mean,
receivers, the receivers too. The receivers are
receivers too. I
running
mean,
past everybody.
if the safeties can actually have some type of skill set and actually play, that's a lot of speed that could be on that defensive side coming up.
I still can't believe Jordan Davis, that 340 pounds, run a 4.82.
Tackle
Jordan
right,
Davis from Georgia, 330
the
or
D
40
tackle right.
pounds. The tackle run a 4.82. That's a freak.
My GM better see if he could trade up and grab me.
That's a
He
hustle.
got he got kill somebody up the
He
middle
gonna kill
with that
somebody.
boss. With that boss and get up, he coming for somebody.
That's a free train coming off the lane. You hear me?
That's off. I don't
Mhm.
understand.
I think they had like three D tackles right in that combine.
Yeah, the other one went down bad too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were going out bad. So you just gotta see what's about to happen. The combine was actually pretty good for a lot of persons and kind
Mm-hmm.
of hurt a few persons draft stock too. But that's what you got pro days for. You could make it up with the pro days.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, but we know when it comes to the combine, everyone kind of over overvalued. Well, I won't really say overvalued. Everyone's just
Right.
tuned into that 40 yard time. Every always hear about the fight.
That's
That's
how
no,
they had
you
that. Yeah.
ain't hear nothing about no broad jump or no vertical or no three cone shuffle, nothing. All we hear about is 40 times for the entire combine. Oh, which position coming up? Oh, yeah. Even the linemen, the offensive lineman, you ain't hear nothing about how their feet were moving in the pass
Mhm.
blocking thing. All we
That's
hear
it.
is the left tackle run of 4.87. That's great for then, and you just don't understand what is to go around with the 40 yard times. So, but I know I kept an eye on a few people that like Panthers to draft, and they did well. But my thing, I was always high on Malik Willis. I'd like to get Malik Willis. I just don't know what the Panthers will do in terms
Well,
of
they
getting
say
Malik
we say
Willis.
are you that I read a thing there today that is pick it Malik Willis that you have to go for it at the sixth pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll see.
who knows with these Carolina Panthers, boy?
We'll see. We'll see. So for now, we keep our ears to the ground, eyes to the phone, nose to the TV. Because I feel something are happening here. I feel it. I feel it. I feel a lot of things. I think these quarterbacks can go off the board here this week. Clean. I think quarterbacks we want to know. I think they're gonna go off the board. So we see what happened. We talk about it on the next show. And just keep our heads down and clean. Any final words, thoughts, comments?
You know what?
Nothing.
You
I ain't looking
just
at the top rated combine players to come out of these combines. Imagine Tebow was a top rated combine player. You kidding me?
you watching these damn combine
the,
things.
man, the man was on Tebow Magic there, man. They
By
got
the
a lot of
not,
talent.
they got Vernon Davis as the, the third best combine thing.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah,
He was a
It
freak
had
too.
it had
he
guys
was a
that
freak.
shattered the combine. Like people
Yeah, Bo
shattered that
Jackson was
combine.
number one. They got Bo Jackson being number one. Mike Mamula is a DN that the Eagles had draft. He was number two. Vernon Davis number three. Dantari Poe number four.
He was
Yeah,
a freak.
Poe
Yeah.
had. I remember when
Deion
Poe had good.
Sanders number five.
Yes. Deanna, I think I
Darius
ran a
Awobi number six.
He remember he shot at the damn
Yeah.
podium time.
Dominique Wallace Cromartie,
He too.
cornerback number seven. Chris Johnson, the running back number eight.
Right.
Vernon Goldstone, the linebacker, outside linebacker and defensive end.
Yep.
Matt Jones, the wide receiver for the Jaguars.
Yeah,
Yeah. And also they got Mario Williams at the end for the Texans. David Paddock. They got Team Tebow. I don't know how Team Tebow gets name.
Clowney
And
had
JJ
blew up the draft too.
and
Yeah,
JJ
Clowney
Watt.
one.
JJ Watt was the last one.
Well, we see what happened here.
10 most impressive NFL combine performances. So
All right, fellas. We'll talk again next week, Sunday,
On
yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday.
and we'll catch up on all the stories that
Well,
happen from now till Sunday.
depends, guys. Anything blow off
Yeah.
during the week, we might have to come back on
Never
Yeah,
come
Saturday
back
and
on
yeah,
anything
Sunday.
yeah,
hot.
yeah. Might have to
Yeah,
break it.
stuff
Breaking.
stuff
Breaking
blow
news.
off. We might have to pop back on tomorrow night and talk about what happened.
Exactly.
You could pop up anytime when something happen, we pop up because free agency. That first day of free agency, whatever day it is, we come on. The second day, we come back on again.
You know?
We coming on full speed straight ahead, like a whole week for free agency week.
Right.
So
That's right. So,
All
all right,
right.
then we'll catch up. We'll talk about the three teams we pick out: the Jags, the Colts, and the Chiefs. And then we'll talk about anything that happened normally. If anything pop off, we'll be here
Right.
Yep.
jumping on to talk about it. And hopefully something happened for the Panthers there. But I tell you, see my partner need to lift his head up. I need to see my partner lift his head up a little bit there.
I got Desmond Renan Madden, so I good. Obviously, I know how to draft. Let me know how to draft.
I know, right?
All right, guys. We'll holler at you.
All right. Big up, Blood
All
and
right.
Blues. Enjoy your vacation.
All right,
Yep.
then, fella.
All right.
Outside.